Hello students, welcome in our mathematics lecture 6. In today's lecture, we solve some problems on the topics that we studied in the last lecture: quantifiers and quantified statements, negation of compound statements, converse, inverse and contrapositive, and algebra of statements. So now we move towards our first example. The common instruction for first example is, if A is the set of elements 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 and 12, determine the truth value of each of the following. Here in the set A, the elements are 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 and 12. We have to given some statements and we have to determine the truth value of these statements. So the first statement is given to you. There exists x belongs to A such that x minus 8 is equal to 1. This is the quantified statement. Here which type of quantifier is used? Existential quantifier is used. That means when the existential quantifier is the truth value is true, when there exists at least one element in the set which satisfy the given condition, then we say the truth value is true, otherwise it is false. Now here for x is equal to 9, which belongs to the given set A, the given equation x minus 8 is equal to 1 gets satisfied. If we put here in this equation x as 9, we get 9 minus 8, it is 1. That means for x is equal to 9, this equation satisfied. And so the truth value of given statement is true. That is, hence here the truth value of given statement is capital T. Now see the second example. For all x belongs to A, x is an even number. म्हणजे A मधल्या सगळ्या एलिमेंट्स साठी x हा इव्हन नंबर आहे. म्हणजे इन शॉर्ट A मधले सगळे एलिमेंट्स हे इव्हन आहेत. Now here we observe which are the elements in A. Now here from this set we observe here the elements, that is, if the value of x is 3, 5, 7, 9 and 11, at that time these are not an even number. And so in the solution for x is equal to 3, 5, 7, 9 and 11, x is not an even number. हे सर्वचे सर्व ऑड नंबर्स आहेत. x हा आपल्याला इव्हन नंबर मिळत नाही. And so the given statement is false. And hence the truth value of given statement is false here, that is f. Now the third example is, for all x belongs to A, there exists x belongs to A such that 3x plus 8 greater than 40. म्हणजे A ह्या सेट मध्ये एक तरी एलिमेंट असा आहे की तो एलिमेंट हे इक्वेशन सॅटिस्फाय करणार. मग आता A मध्ये कोणते एलिमेंट्स आहेत ते आपल्याला दिलेलं आहे. नाउ हियर वी ऑब्जर्व दॅट फॉर x इज इक्वल टू 11 and x is equal to 12 in the set A, this equation satisfied. If we put x is equal to 11, here we get 33 plus 8. What is 33 plus 8? 41. 41 is greater than 40. So for x is equal to 11, the given equation gets satisfied. Now if we put x is equal to 12, here we get 36 plus 8. Now 36 plus 8 is what? It is 44, and that 44 is greater than 40, and therefore for these two values in the set A, the equation gets satisfied. And so the given statement is true. And hence the truth value of given statement is capital T. Now see the example 2. The given common instruction is here, write the duals of each of the following. खाली आपल्याला काही स्टेटमेंट्स दिलेले असतील, स्टेटमेंट पॅटर्न्स दिलेले असतील, त्यांची आपल्याला ड्वेल लिहायची. मग ड्वेल म्हणजे काय हे आपण मागच्या पिरियडमध्ये बघितलं. When we replace and by or by and, C by T and T by C, then the two statements are dual of each other. So the first example is P or Q and R. And so here the dual of given statement is what? We replace here or by and by or. So the dual of given statement is P and Q or R. We just replace or means disjunction by conjunction and means conjunction by or means disjunction. Now see the second example in this. It is negation P or Q and negation R and S. In the same way, we replace only here and or. We interchange between them. And so here the dual of given statement is negation P and Q or negation R or S. Now third example, C or P and Q or R. Now again here we replace C by T and conjunction and disjunction are interchanged between them. And so here the dual of given statement is T and P or Q and R. We replace C by T, or by and by or here. And so it is the dual of given statement. Now move towards third example. The common instruction is write the negation of following. खाली आपल्याला काही स्टेटमेंट्स दिलेले आहेत, त्यांचे आपल्याला निगेशन्स लिहायचे. सो द फर्स्ट एक्झाम्पल इज x plus 8 greater than 11 or y minus 3 is equal to 6. Now first of all let we represent these two statements as P and Q. So in the solution let P is x plus 8 greater than 11 and Q is y minus 3 is equal to 6. Here these two statements are connected by or. That means there is disjunction of these two statements. And so the symbolic representation of given statement is P or Q. And we know that negation of P or Q means negation of disjunction is conjunction of their negations. And so since negation P or Q is same as negation P and negation Q. And so the negation of given statement is x plus 8 less than equal to 11 and y minus 3 not equal to 6. Here we negate this x plus 8 greater than 11 as x plus 8 less than equal to 11, and we negate y minus 3 is equal to 6 as y minus 3 not equal to 6, and this here disjunction replaced to conjunction by using this law. It is called as the De Morgan's law also. Now the second example, quadrilateral is a square if and only if it is a rhombus. So here these are the two statements. Which are the two statements? Quadrilateral is a square and second statement is quadrilateral is a rhombus. So we represent these statements as P and Q. So let here P is quadrilateral is a square and Q is quadrilateral is a rhombus. These two simple statements are connected by the logical connective if and only if, that is there is a double implication in between them. And so the symbolic representation is here P double implies Q. And we know negation of P double implies Q is P and negation Q or Q and negation P. Now just we have to write this notation in word form, and so it is written as, that means hence the negation of given statement is quadrilateral is a square but is also used to represent conjunction but not a rhombus, or quadrilateral is a rhombus but not a square. This is the negation of the given statement. Now, next example is all natural numbers are whole numbers. All natural numbers are whole numbers. When we write the negation of quantified statements, all is replaced by some, and some or there exists is replaced by all. And so here the negation of given statement is, see here, the negation of given statement is some natural numbers are not real numbers. Some natural numbers are not real numbers. Okay. Now our next example, example number 4. The common instruction is write converse, inverse and contrapositive of following statements. We know we can find converse, inverse and contrapositive of only the conditional statement. That means in this we have to given some conditional statement. So write, see the first example. A family becomes literate if the woman in it is literate. जनरली कंडिशनल स्टेटमेंट आपण पाहिलेलं आहे की इफ देन ने जोडलेलं असतं, थोडासा फक्त लिहिताना फरक केलेला आहे. म्हणजे इफ देन मध्ये हे वाक्य कसं झालं असतं की इफ द वुमन इन द फॅमिली इज लिटरेट देन अ फॅमिली बिकम्स लिटरेट. थोडा आपल्याला ते शब्द बदलून दिलेले आहे. दॅट मीन्स हियर दिस इज क्यू अँड दिस इज पी हियर. ओके, नाउ in the solution, let us represent these statements as P and Q. So here P is the woman in family is literate, and Q is the family becomes literate. Q is family becomes literate. Now symbolically this statement written as P implies Q, and we know first we find here the converse. Now converse of P implies Q is Q implies P. Q implies P. That is, if P, then Q. So we have to write this. This symbolic representation can be represented in word form as if a family becomes literate, then the woman in it is literate. Now inverse. Inverse of P implies Q is negation P implies negation Q. That is, if negation P implies negation Q, then negation Q. That is, if the woman in the family is not literate, then the family does not becomes literate. See the inverse of given statement here. If the woman in family is not literate, then the family does not become literate. Now contrapositive of P implies Q is negation P implies negation Q, and so it written as if a family does not become literate, then the woman in the family is not literate. Now the second example, if x less than y, then x square less than y square. Here both x and y belongs to real numbers. That means x and y both are here real numbers. Now let us represent these statements by P and Q. So here P is x is less than y and Q is x square less than y square. Symbolic representation is here P implies Q, and so the converse of P implies Q is Q implies P. That is, x square, if x square less than y square, then x less than y. Inverse of P implies Q is negation P less than negation Q. Now negation P. Here P is x less than y. So negation P is x greater than equal to y. Negation Q is x square greater than equal to y square. And so the inverse of given statement is here, if x greater than equal to y, then x square greater than equal to y square. Now the contrapositive of P implies Q is negation P. Negation Q implies negation P. And therefore it is here, if x square greater than equal to y square, then x greater than equal to y. These are the converse, inverse and contrapositive of given conditional statements. Now our fifth example is the common instruction. Using rules of negation, write the negation of following and with justification. That means we have to find the negation of given statement and we have to write its justification also here. Now first one is negation Q implies P. So consider here their negation of negation Q implies P. We know negation P implies Q is P and negation Q. This is the negation of conditional statement. Negation of P implies Q is P and negation Q. If we compare with this, here P is negation Q and Q is P. And so for this, negation Q and negation P. Because P is here negation Q and Q is here P, and so the negation of negation Q implies P is negation Q and negation P. This is the justification. I write here justification in square bracket. Now the second example, negation P and Q or P or negation Q. So consider negation of given statement means negation of negation P and Q or P or negation Q. Now here we observe negation of disjunction here. Negation of disjunction is conjunction of their negations. So negation of first statement means negation of negation P and Q, and negation of second statement means negation of P or negation Q. Which rule here applied or which law is here applied? We apply here De Morgan's law. So write here that justification. Now negation of negation. Negation of negation is the statement itself. So here the statement is P and Q. So P and Q, and negation of disjunction here. Negation of disjunction is conjunction of their negations. So negation P and negation of negation Q. So here which rule is applied? Again De Morgan's law and negation of negation rule. Both rules are here applied. Now in the next step, here keep this step as it is. Now negation of negation Q is Q, means here we use negation of negation statement. And so here P and Q and negation P and Q. We use here negation of negation P is equal to Q. Now this is the statement, negation of given statement with the justification. Now our next example means sixth example. Rewrite the following statements without using if then. If then चा यूज न करता खाली दिलेल्या स्टेटमेंट्स आपल्याला लिहायचे. So the first statement is, if a man is a judge, then he is honest. मग आपण अल्जेब्रा ऑफ स्टेटमेंट्स मध्ये कंडिशनल लॉ लिहिला होता. ठीक आहे, त्याचा यूज आपल्याला इथे करायचा आहे. सो हियर फर्स्ट वी रिप्रेझेंट the give statements in this as P and Q. P is a man is just and Q is man is honest. Symbolic representation is P implies Q. Given statement is P implies Q, and we have P implies Q is same as negation P or Q. Here we use conditional law. P implies Q is logically equivalent to negation P or Q. Means we write this given statement without using if then as negation P or Q. Now P is a man is judge. Its negation is becomes what? A man is not a judge. So here the given statement can be written as a man is not a judge or he is honest. We rewrite the given statement without if then. It becomes a man is not a judge or he is honest. Second example. If f of 2 is equal to 0, then f of x is divisible by x minus 2. Now here two statements are f of 2 is equal to 0 and second statement is f of x is divisible by x minus 2. So we represent these as P and Q. So let P is f of 2 is equal to 0 and Q is f of x is divisible by x minus 2. Now again here the symbolic representation is P implies Q, and again by using conditional law, P implies Q is equivalent to negation P or Q, and negation P is what? F of 2 not equal to 0. Here equality becomes not equal, and so we write the given statement as f of 2 not equal to 0 or f of x is divisible by x minus 2. Here is divisible by. Here rough this not here. By mistake I write here not, but rough that not in our notebook. Remember, I read the corrected statement here. F of 2 not equal to 0 or f of x is divisible by x minus 2. Again see what I tell, the statement, corrected statement. F of 2 not equal to 0 and or f of x is divisible by x minus 2. Okay. Now next example, without using truth table, prove that. We have to prove without using truth table. So first one is P double implies Q is logically equivalent to P and Q or negation P and negation Q. Means here we have to prove this logical equivalence without using truth table. How we can prove the logical equivalence using truth table? We study in last lecture. Now here we see how we can prove this without using truth table. So first of all, consider P double implies Q and it is equivalent to P implies Q and Q implies P. What we use here? Biconditional law. Here justification carry marks in board examination. So we must write this justification. Okay. Now here this P implies Q can be written as negation P or Q, and Q implies P can be written as negation Q or P. We use here conditional law. Now the statement becomes negation P or Q and negation Q or P. Now we use here distributive law to this. Suppose here this is P, this first bracket is P and negation Q or P. We apply distributive law this. So here P and negation Q or P and P. P is here what? Negation P or Q. So here it is negation P or Q and negation Q, or negation P or Q and P. We use here distributive law. Now again by using distributive law in both the brackets, see what we get? Negation P and negation Q or Q and negation Q. Negation P and Q or Q and negation Q. This or as it is here. Now again use here distributive law for this second bracket. Here we get negation P and P or Q and P. Right here justification what we use? Distributive law. Now, in this second bracket here, in the first bracket, see the second bracket, Q and negation Q. Here we use which law? Complement law. Again here we use the complement law. Q and negation Q, it is false. Negation P and P, it is again false. So now it becomes negation P and negation Q or F or Q and P. Justification is we use here complement law. Now use here identity law. What is our identity law? P or F is P. So here negation P and negation Q or F, it is negation P and negation Q. Or again here F or Q and P, it is Q and P. We use here identity law. Write this for justification here. Now negation P and negation Q or P and Q, I write here in reverse order. That means here what we use commutative law for this second bracket. Now we want this answer, that means just change in between them, and so again we use here commutative law. Write this bracket first and this as second bracket. So it becomes now P and Q or negation P and negation Q. We use here commutative law. Write this for justification. We have to solve this with justification. This type of answer carry full marks in the examination. If we write in this way, we get full marks. Okay. Now, second example, P and Q or negation P and Q or P and negation Q is logically equivalent to P or Q. We have to prove this without using truth table. So consider first of all this LHS, and if we consider here LHS, in between these brackets we observe disjunction is there. So first of all we use here associative law. So consider and we rewrite this by using the associative law in this way. I consider these first two brackets as a single term and second bracket as a third bracket as a second term. Okay, so I use here associative law. Now see here this first bracket. Now we use here distributive law. What is distributive law in the reverse order? म्हणजे इथे आपल्याला RHS फॉर्म मध्ये दिलेला आहे. Here we have to given in RHS form and we write it in LHS form. RHS जशी दिसते आपल्याला डिस्ट्रीब्युटिव्ह लॉची ती आपल्याला दिलेली आहे आणि आपण तिला LHS च्या फॉर्म मध्ये कन्वर्ट करून दिलेला आहे. मीन्स हियर P or negation P and Q. P or negation P and Q. We write this first bracket in using the distributive law in this way here, or the second bracket as it is here. Now use here complement law for first bracket in the first term, P or negation P. P or negation P is T. So here we get T and Q or P and negation Q. We use here complement. Now we know T and Q. It is that value depends on Q. If Q is T, we get T. Q is F, we get F. So it is Q. It is the identity law. So Q or P and negation Q. This is the next step. It is justification is identity law. We use here identity law. Now again use here distributive law. Q or P and Q or negation Q. By using the distributive law, we get this. Now Q or negation Q, use here complement law. It is true. So here we get Q or P and T. We use here complement law. Now here is the conjunction. So that value depends on this first bracket. And so by using the identity law, its value is Q or P. Here identity law. Now, if we use here commutative law, we get our required RHS. So, use commutative law, we get P or Q, and write here the justification, what we use, commutative law. And so, this is the proof for given example. Without using truth table, in this way we can prove here. Now, write some homework for you. First example, we have to given a set and we have to find the truth value of these three statements. In the second example, we have to write the duals of given statements. In the third example, we have to write the negation of these three statements. Now, in the next fourth example, we have to find converse, inverse, and contrapositive of given statements here. We have to given two statements. In the fifth example, by using the rules of negation, we have to find the negation of given statements with the justification. In the sixth example, we have to write the statement without using if-then. The given statement is, if 2 is a rational number, then root 2 is irrational. In the question 7, we have to prove the logical equivalence without using truth table. Remember, in this type of example, we have to write the justification also. That means we have to write the rule that we have to use or the law that we have to use, okay, for the justification. Now, students, we have to solve these homeworks compulsory. याच्या आधी सुद्धा मी काही होमवर्क तुम्हाला दिलेले आहे आधीच्या टॉपिक्स वरती, ते तुम्ही सॉल्व केलेले असतीलच. ज्यांनी ते होमवर्क केले असतील त्यांनी माझ्या पर्सनल नंबरवर फोटो काढून मला सेंड करायची आहे. त्यात जर काही प्रॉब्लेम चुकलेले असतील किंवा काही तुम्हाला डिफिकल्टी असेल, एखादा प्रॉब्लेम जमलेला नसेल, तर ते सुद्धा तुम्ही मला तिथे विचारू शकता आणि तुमचा जो काही एखादा प्रॉब्लेम चुकलेला असेल त्याला मी तुम्हाला सॉल्व करून रिप्लायमध्ये कळवेल. ठीक आहे. सो सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर. थँक यू.